Yo, what's good, Wavy Baby? It's your boy Cali Wave. I'm just here doing reaction videos, like always. And, you know, a lot of people's Lord and Savior, Christoph Donald Trump is, that boy's wilding. He's going crazy, man. And we about to see. A lot of y'all favorite people is literally just losing their job and losing their whole livelihood because not wanting to go on with everything crazy man's doing. Do you know what I mean? So let's check out this video and see who's out now.
Now, new details in a major shakeup in Washington. Pam Bondi is out as U.S. Attorney General, and she's not the only one out of a job tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter live with the new fallout. Leanne.
Mark, that's right. A major shakeup indeed. 3 top generals, including the Army Chief of Staff, are out, as well as the nation's top law enforcement leader. Pam Bondi has been staunchly loyal to the president.
President Trump, the greatest president in American history.
But that
Hey, imagine glazing somebody that hard. The greatest president in American history. And then he fired you the next day. I bet she like, hey, you know, when I said that, it's because he offered me a couple $1 million. I'm not going to fake it. I don't know how you could go on saying that. Like, the audacity. I'm not going to use the C word, right? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say the audacity of people to even fix your mouth to say something like that. Like, you would have to look at policies and really say, hey, like, this is what they did better than every other president that ever existed. And, you know, I myself voted for Trump. I'm not going to sit here and lie down or backpedal. Like, if you ever see an old video of me, you'll see like, oh yeah, I voted for him because I believed in some stuff that he was saying in the first term. I believed in the first term that things that he probably was inciting, right? Maybe I was a little bit of an anarchist. Things that he was inciting. I didn't think that they were so detrimental. But now I see stuff was really detrimental. Like, I was like, nah, man, he's not really trying to create division. Like, he's all for it. He free Wheezy. You know what I mean? Like, he free Wayne. Come on now. But then as you pay attention closer and closer, you're just kind of like, yeah, he's definitely on that. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's age or I don't know if it's just like he in his last term. So he's like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? I mean, let's even going past the Epstein files things, which, you know, which this isn't about. So we'll just get to the video and just really see what's going on.
wasn't enough to keep her position as Attorney General. President Trump posting on social media, quote, "We love Pam and she will be transitioning to a much needed and important new job in the private sector." The two seen together just yesterday, the president calling her his friend.
Attorney General Pam, my friend, Pam Bondi.
Sources tell ABC News Trump had grown frustrated with Bondi's inability to successfully prosecute his political enemies, like former FBI Director James Comey and New York's Attorney General Letitia James. Democrats celebrating her departure.
She's been trying to play cover-up for President Trump from day one, and I am glad that she is gone.
Republicans thanking her for her work, but many had also grown frustrated with her handling of the Epstein files. Bondi's sudden departure not the only shakeup in Washington today. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has asked Army Chief of Staff General Randy George to step down. A Pentagon spokesperson says General George, who has had the post since August of 2023, will be retiring effective immediately. No reason was given. The Department of War announcing 2 other top generals have been fired. General David Hogney, head of the Army's Transformation and Training Command, as well as Major General William Green, the Army's chief of chaplains. Back at the DOJ, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche will be taking over as interim Attorney General. Days ago, Blanche touting the department's removal of agents and prosecutors who worked on criminal cases involving Trump.
There is not a single man or woman at the Department of Justice who had anything to do with those prosecutions.
It's unclear if Blanche will remain in that position. Any new attorney general will have to be confirmed by the Senate. Reporting live, Leanne Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Leanne, thank you.
It's just, dude, this is just the weirdest presidency is what's happening right now. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing one of the weirdest presidencies ever. You know, it's, bro, they're literally getting rid of everyone they don't like. And that's not what it's about. These people have worked their whole lives. That's their whole career. You guys got to understand, like, Trump wasn't in politics, right? For years, he stayed out of it, you know, and that's why me and probably a lot of other people liked him. I liked him in, like, normal spaces, you know what I mean? You know, but, like, once you step into politics, you start doing things that's a little unethical, not even a little, crazy. You can't just elect your friends. You can't elect people with no experience. You can't just elect random people who don't even know what these positions are, people without military experience, people without political experience, people who they didn't go to law school, they don't know politics. These are just random people who are just glazers. You know what I mean? It's like me being a friend of mine's, you know, somebody's friend, and they're like, hey man, I'm gonna put you in as the head financial advisor. Like, come on, bro. I'm just a normal dude. I didn't go to school for finances or business or law or anything. Of course I'm gonna be glazing. You know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna be glazing. Of course I'm gonna be robbing. Of course I'm gonna be scheming. You know what I mean? And the reason he keeps switching them around to different positions is so, you know, when they fail or they messed up, like, oh, she couldn't prosecute them. Duh, she can't prosecute them because the people weren't in the wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? And she doesn't even know what she's doing in the first place. Of course she can't prosecute those people, because what's going to happen is when he's no longer president and the regime is over, a lot of those people are going to get locked up now, right? Some are going to get locked up. A lot of them they're not going to be in politics anymore, because even like the people who are actually on the right, the actual right people who don't really mess with Trump, who like actually understand you can't like do all this craziness, they're just biding their time and they're waiting. They probably already got somebody next up who they're like, okay, look, it's gonna be you next. But the world's so crazy. I'm pretty sure a Democrat's gonna win the next election, or hopefully somebody like in the Green Party, because it's too much glazing. It's too crazy. People were the world just getting a little too racist. People feeling a little too comfortable to say these crazy things. You know what I mean? So, anyways, you know, we'll see what happens with the you know, in the next coming months with the next person. And of course, this is from AB7. You know what I mean? So we'll see what validity it has later. Anyhow, let's get on to the next.